So, how's the market? I get this question all the time, and here are some great answers. Throughout Lake County in August 2022, we saw a very different market than August 2021, with some pretty interesting trends. First, I'll talk about the boring stats so we can get to the juicy parts and why these trends are happening and what we can anticipate. So, be sure to watch to the end. Sale prices. Just take a look. In the last year, we saw an 8.7% increase year over year, going from 312,000 to 339,000. That's a huge increase from one point to the other. List to sold price. These remain pretty stable year over year. In August 21, we saw 99.8%, and in August 22, we saw 99.6%. So we continue to see a strong market where buyers were able to do some negotiation and sellers were much more flexible. Absorption rate. Now, this is a measure of supply and demand to determine how quickly a home will sell. A seller's market is typically above 20%, and a buyer's market is typically below 20%. To determine the absorption rate, we take the number of homes sold and divide that by the number of homes for sale. In August 2022, we saw an absorption rate of 72.6%, while the rate is slightly down from last August at 73.4%. It's still well over the 20%, and we are firmly in a seller's market right now. Inventory. What does our inventory here in Lake County look like? In August, we had a 25% decline in available homes last year. We had 1,288 homes available this year, and in last August, we had 1,716 homes to choose from for all our buyers. That's a huge decline. Months of supply. This is a great statistic. It tells us how long our inventory will last if we don't bring new homes to the market. Think of it like this. How long will it take to sell tickets to your favorite concert? Remember the days when it would sell out in 20 minutes? That's when they added another show. They did that on purpose. Now, this number shows our numbers fell slightly from 1.8 months of supply in 21 to 1.6 months of supply in August this year. Days on market. Our median number of days on market had a slight increase from 21, going from 11 days to 12 days in August this year. Earlier this year, we saw this number shrink to 2 to 3 days for the best homes. And if you were a buyer during that time, it was very hectic, but sellers loved it. So let's talk about the trends and what's behind them. Let's start with inventory. There are just not enough homes in the market to meet the demand of buyers. Why are there more buyers than sellers right now? There's a couple pretty significant reasons. Over 50% of first-time home buyers are millennials that are coming of age. This generation is our largest, and they've entered into the prime age to become homeowners. They're moving away from their parents. They decided to stop renting and take the next step in their evolution. This is happening across the country and in a local area. Another key reason continues to see greater buyer demand is a migration from urban areas to suburban areas. That's right. People are moving away from Chicago and Cook County into Lake County, where there's more room, more spacious homes for the price, better schools, and perhaps a better quality of life for themselves. I've personally helped several families come to Lake County just for these reasons alone. Too many times we take for granted the things we have around us, all the lakes, the forest reserves, and the many local restaurants with great flavor, some great schools, and each of our communities. So yes, people who don't have things easily accessible move into a better way of life here in Lake County. A second key trend I'm monitoring is the absorption rate. With rates in the 70s, any significant change will have a big impact on our market. One of the things that could impact the absorption rate is new construction. We could start to see more builders move into our area. We have several builders now, but if that starts to go up, that will make an impact with both buyers and sellers. Sellers could decide to buy that new construction home, offering them more space and a better location. And in most cases, it will be the sellers who have a lot of equity due to the home prices increasing over the last couple of years. So the low inventory has a direct impact on the price of homes. That's a basic of supply and demand, right? You have one home and 3 buyers, and the price goes up. And when you have 2 homes and 10 buyers, the price goes up even more. We saw this in the spring. And yes, prices are still high, even though interest rates have gone up a couple of times. In fact, they've nearly doubled since the lowest we saw in 2021, but they are still historically low, still way below your typical credit card interest rates. So, what does the future hold for our Lake County housing market? As we start the school year and head into the fourth quarter, we expect a seasonal surge of buyers. These are the buyers that are relocating to the area, spring buyers that may have needed to do some credit repair or just decided to wait for better prices and less competition. These buyers are focused and ready, and they want to be moved before the snow comes so they can really enjoy the holidays in the new homes. Often, these are the best buyers because they know exactly what they want and they're going to get it. Will there be a housing crash? No. The market fundamentals I presented strongly indicate a higher demand for homes and a low supply of available homes. Even though we have a higher interest rate, people are ready to be homeowners. There's one basic truth I know, and everybody needs someplace to live. Rents have followed the purchase market, so rents are also higher, and many people have realized they can be homeowners for the same or less that they're paying for rent, and in many cases, buy a much bigger home than they thought. Wow, that was a lot of information, even for me. Hey, I get it. If any of that was more than you can handle, we need to talk. I'm available. So if you'd like to book a call with me to discuss your questions, your goals, or selling your home, just click the link below to get access to my calendar, and you can schedule time that works best for you. I'm happy to help in any way possible. Just reserve your time by using the link below. I'm James Tiernan from the Tiernan Group at Keller Williams North Shore West, your guide to real estate.